Hi you guys, it's me April with Hair 101 and I'm here with another Q&A. Same outfit, same day, different questions, different answers for you guys. So make sure you subscribe down below and let's get started. So here's a question, how to grow your hair out. This one is a really good question because a lot of people think that you have to keep getting your hair cut every 4 weeks or whatever, and to grow it out you have to keep trimming it, whatever. The best way to grow your hair out is to stop cutting it. But you do have to maintain it, especially if you're going from really, really short and trying to get it into something like this, because then you're going to have that mullet coming down the back. The best thing is to just cut off areas that don't need to be there and let the parts that do need to grow just grow. If they are super damaged or split, then you can dust the ends, but you don't need to go super crazy and get a trim everywhere all the time. The longer you wait between haircuts, the longer it will grow. And that is kind of my secret. When I'm growing my hair out, I just kind of stop messing with it. But yeah, you definitely need to maintain, because as it grows out, maybe you had an A-line, you'll get these weird shelves and weird spots where you just can't make it look good. So texturizing, cutting those spots off, you're not going to miss just the back if you still have to have all this front catch up to it. Or with me, I'm oh, I want to grow my hair. I have to chop it all off to this one length. You don't have to do that. As long as you can deal with it and style it still and you're okay with it, you can just let it go. Once you get to a point where you feel it's just I can't handle it anymore, then you should probably look at your problem areas and just address those and let the rest of it keep going. Because if you keep chopping it off, you are going to be trying to grow your hair out for 4 years and still have the same haircut in the end. So that's my best tip. And you can always take vitamins and do treatments to help it grow a little bit more, but bottom line, if you're not having major issues with your nutrition or whatever, your hair will grow pretty much at a consistent rate, and most likely you just need to kind of leave it alone for a while and find new ways to style it. That's one of the biggest things. Is when you're growing your hair out, you're used to doing it one way. Maybe you're round brushing it and it's a round bob all the time, and then it gets to where you do your hair like that, but it doesn't look good. You need to change what you're doing. So maybe start curling your hair and just totally change your routine in the morning for styling it, and then you'll be oh, this actually turned into a new haircut that I like. And you kind of get to go through all of these new haircuts as it grows out, and that's really fun. So instead of getting discouraged when your hair is not doing anything, try something new. So that's my biggest suggestion. Good luck. Okay, how to prevent my hair from falling out by Sonri A17. There's a lot of reasons. If your hair is falling out in handfuls and chunks, it could be hormonal. You could have something going on with your thyroid. Maybe you just had a baby. There's a lot of reasons why your body would do that. But if it's just kind of you have a lot of hair and it's always been like that and it's just falling out. I mean, people lose hair. You lose hair all the time. But there are some things that you can do to help prevent that. I know that Redken has a new line called Ceraphil, and that's supposed to help prevent that hair from falling out and grow new hair and stay thicker and stronger. And so I would look for some kind of a product that does something like that claims to do that or does that. I think the Redken one's awesome. So, but if you have really long, thick hair and it's falling out a lot, it's probably just because you have really long, thick hair. As long as your hair is not looking like it's thinning, if you're not seeing visibly balding spots and stuff, you're probably fine. And I don't really know what to tell you as far as keeping it from falling out. Try some more vitamins or something. But if you're really concerned about it, you should go see your doctor, because they might be able to look into some stuff. Maybe it's hormonal, that they can balance you out a little bit, and that will help you a lot. Kamalam08 asks, hair cutting horror stories. Do you have any? Yeah. So I'll tell you one really quick. This guy, I've been cutting his hair for a few years now. He was a good friend. He sat down and he was I got to teach a lesson in church tomorrow, so make sure you give me a good haircut. And I was all right, haha, whatever. We were just laughing about it, having fun. I get the clippers out, stick on the attachment. It was a number 2 or something, or 3. And I start doing his hair. Everything's fine. Well, I must have not put the attachment on very tight, because it popped off and I went right up the back of his head from here all the way up to the top, buzzed all the way skin. I still remember how I felt. I was just like, oh, that did not just happen. And I kind of just stood there staring at it. And he thought I was joking because he had just said that to me. And I had to like show him with the mirror the back of his head. Luckily, I was able to blend it still, like it wasn't on the top of his head. And I don't use clipper attachments on the top of people's heads. I'm so glad that I don't, because if that happened, I probably would have died if I had to shave his whole head. But I was able to give him like shorten the rest of it. It definitely wasn't his normal haircut, and everyone noticed it, and I felt terrible. But I did the best I could to blend it in, and it did look good afterwards. Like, he looked decent. He didn't look like there was an accident on his head, but it was just sucked because I knew it wasn't his normal haircut, and he had just said that to me, so it was horrible. It was terrible. So balayage chips on dark brown hair, specifically getting the high contrast look without the middle brassy tones where it blends. All right, so as far as that goes, in order to get rid of the brassiness, you got to get rid of the orange undertones. So you would want to lighten it past that, and then if you go back in, you could retint it with an ashy tone. That would be my best suggestion, because anytime you're lightening it to that orange tone, it's super hard to get rid of it. So yeah, really go as light as you possibly can, even if you do only one color lightened on where you want the break to be, and you feather it, make sure it blends nicely. But then you can always go back in and kind of melt in a color between those two that kind of like is an ash blue or a silver, titanium, whatever you want the look to be. But yeah, it's most important that you're lightening it to past where it's like in the yellow stages or the light oranges, and then you can tone out that orange. If you don't get it up there, if you don't lift it, boost it up just that high enough, then you're gonna have to go so dark in order to cover up the orange. That, yeah, that's the thing though, is it's mainly gonna be in your toning and your lightening. Just make sure you're toning and lightening it enough, and you should be fine. So good luck. What was my first job, and why did I want so many kids? I have so many kids. I have kids coming out my ears, right? Yeah, I feel like I do. I have 5 kids. 5's a lot. That's a whole handful of kids. That fills up our entire van when we go somewhere, and our SUV. Like, we are full house. I feel like that's a lot of kids. Why did I want so many kids? They are the joy and my pride and joy. They are my life. That is like, I feel that I'm put on this earth to raise a family. Like, that's really what I feel like one of my life's missions is. And I absolutely love my kids. So why did I want so many? I mean, I would even have 5 more if I didn't have to go through the pregnancy, to be honest with you. I absolutely love them. They are so much fun. I love watching them learn and grow, and just their potential, like seeing, like just looking at my little baby the other day, I was just remembering how I was just like, she is a person. Like, this whole new little person has this whole life ahead of her. So in order to be able to like bring a person here on this earth, like, it's amazing to me, and I love it. So I am so glad that I was able to do it 5 times. Okay, so now we're going back to my first job. My very first job where I actually got like a paycheck that wasn't like babysitting or cleaning someone's house, or like I did a paper route. So I don't know if you can count that, but let's jump past the paper route and be like, I'm 16, I have a car, I got a job. It was a lifeguard or a pool monitor at a local swimming park. It had like fun, crazy slides. It was called Raging Waters. And that was my very first job. And it was so fun, but it was seasonal. So as soon as the summer ended, I was like, crap, I don't have a job. And so I went and got a job at a restaurant called Sizzler. And I worked there for the entire, like the rest of my high school and all of my college, and even worked there for a few months while I was building my clientele at the salon. So I've only had like 2 real jobs, the swimming pool and Sizzler, and then like I was self-employed from then on. So it's kind of crazy to think of that. But I also did do a paper route when I was like 12 or 13, which was really interesting. I think I made like $20 a month, but I worked my butt off. It was like the hardest work ever. I had to do it once a week, and there was like 300 houses. It was crazy. So much work, and I made like $30 a month. So it was really bad. Anyway, Cotton Blossom 40. By the way, Cotton Blossom, that's like my favorite smell. I think it's a Bath and Body Works. It smells so good. Anyway, Cotton Blossom asks, what is the best shampoo to maintain red hair? I'm going to tell you right now, it's not cheap, but I really do think that Pureology has the hold on this. Like, their technology in their shampoo to keep breads in is amazing and the best. So if you have a super vibrant hair color, super red, whatever you have going on, any hair color really, the Pureology Color shampoo is amazing. I mean, I've seen people using it on like half of their head and then another one on the half. Like, the difference is amazing. So yeah, Pureology, but it's not cheap, guys. It's really not. But you get what you pay for. How can I grow out my bangs without them driving me crazy at the in-between stage? Any tips on styling them, products to use? Your channel is awesome. Okay, Corinessa, that's who asked that question. Yeah, I'm at that stage right now. They're driving me crazy. So I did this thing where I'm like back today and they're kind of falling. I had it big, but another thing, I did a video on this a while ago. You might have to look it up. Maybe I'll try to put a link. But I would do like a braid in the front or a twisty, and then instead of using like an elastic, because with short hair that just looks stupid hanging by your mouth, I would use the Ice Spiker hair glue, and I would just like, while I'm braiding it towards the end, dip my hands in that hair glue and then just like keep braiding it and then just hold it for a second at the bottom. And it just kind of makes this like little rope braid that kind of frames your face. And it's awesome. And I'm going to start doing that soon because they're driving me crazy. But I would do that every day and it really helped. Or you can just kind of bobby pin them up like that and do like the poof. But getting them off of your face permanently is kind of the best option because you can put product and fluff and backcomb and like, all day long, and they're going to fall on your face when you look forward and drive you nuts. So the braid, the twisty, pin them up with a bobby pin, whatever you can do to get them to where they're past that point. As soon as they get down to like your lips or your chin, you're good. But right now mine are like right here, like right past my eye, and it's driving me crazy. So hopefully that helped you. So thanks so much for watching, you guys. Hopefully this Q&A was helpful to you. Comment below and let me know if you guys want to see more videos like this or what videos you want to see in this upcoming year. And I will see you guys next time. Bye.